Welcome everyone to another Let's Play video. This time we're playing a game called Path of Exile. And it's a MMO game, but it's a little bit different than some of the MMOs you might be used to. A lot of people have played Warcraft or games that are very similar to Warcraft, some that are more action based. But this one actually is a bit different. Like, so among all the MMOs out there, this one actually seeks to be more like Diablo, I guess. And from what I've heard, I mean, it's not a new game. This has been out for quite a while, and I just kind of stumbled across it, and I figured it deserves some attention. But this basically, instead of like create your own character, you have a set of characters to choose from, much like Diablo. So I have a character created. The current one I have now is this guy,
I fought,
the
wept,
Templar.
and bled for God and the Order. I would have died for my Templar
And
brothers,
they all have a
every
backstory to
single
them
one.
here.
And how do they reward my piety? My
Templar,
devotion?
Shadow, which is kind of like a thief assassin character. The Marauder, he's your basic warrior class. Ranger, that's because your long distance character. Duelist, it looks like it's more, you know, like physical attack and speed. Then you have Witch, which would be like your basic spellcaster class. For those of you who are Diablo fans, this will actually speak to you. Right now, I've got I chose the cleric because it's kind of like a combination between the magic caster and the brawler brute strength kind of class. So you have like your physical with your magic combined. All right, so go to menu here. Passive skill tree. And the skill tree is not skills that you activate like spells. Those things, that it takes more of like a Final Fantasy VII approach to magic and skills like that you activate. These are just passive skills. So right now you can see this is kind of like the path I've chosen is go along a trade request. Okay, accept. Hold on here. So back to this. You see, this is like the spot where the cleric starts out, but then you have other spots where other characters start out. Right here and here. So depending on what character class it is, you start out in different areas, and you have different paths you can take to, you know, to develop your character. So right now, this is the path I've chosen. Again, it's up to you. You could choose to build your character. I will tell you just to not choose. You know, don't try to choose every skill, but try to focus your character on a particular path that you want to use it as. So that's the best I can tell you here. So all right, so passive. Oh, let's use a quick key too. Now there is a storage chest for the whole place that everyone uses. It's called your stash, and you put stuff in there, and you don't. Being that you're on this exiled island, there's no money currency. Now your currency items are basically this scrolls, these orbs, yeah, orb of chance, orb of augmentation, orb of alteration, orb of transmutation, and then you get these shards that you get so many shards and it becomes one of these orbs. Whetstone is also a currency item. Armor scrap, which is a currency item, but you can also use these to customize all of your gear over here, which is kind of cool. So there is a bit of a crafting element to this to improve your gear. And you see all these slots on here, and I was telling you before that that a lot of your like activated skills, like all these right in here that I can activate for attacks and such, they're actually done in a way of Final Fantasy VII. If you remember Final Fantasy VII, for those of you who've ever played Final Fantasy VII, you had the materia and the slots in your equipment. So like your sword, and your bangle for armor, which is your only armor piece, which was nice and simple. But your sword and your bangle that you equipped would have slots for materia, which would have different spells or different abilities depending on what it was. So it might be a passive ability, it might be a spell. Well, in this case, all your active spells go in slots in your equipment. So it could be your armor, it could be your weapon. You know, they have all these different slots to, you know, not your belt, but And then when you get to the shop, this is where you have all your microtransactions. And yeah, I mean, you can put money into this game. You know, weapon effects, so like your weapon looks kind of cool, like it's flaming. Hideout decorations, pets, character effects, classic effects, footprint effects, account features, armor effects, alternate skill effects. Most of these are just basically dressing, if you will, window dressing, just to make your character look cool. Have these different kind of effects happen to them. You don't have to buy these if you don't want to. If you want to put money into it, it helps support the game, and that's fantastic. But you don't have to. You couldn't play this completely free if you wanted to. And that's a rare thing about this as opposed to other free-to-play MMOs. Your spell stones, you know, which is kind of like your materia in Final Fantasy VII. Those you level up as you gain experience from having them equipped. And really just having them equipped, whether you use them or not, they will gain experience, they'll gain levels, and you can level them up automatically. Now you don't have to, and be warned, leveling them up will actually make them cost more mana, and if your character isn't high enough level, it can drain your mana pretty quick. So you definitely want to be careful on that. Get to some of this gameplay, because this is actually, again, a really cool game. And one thing about this game too is when you go through an area and clear the enemies will be gone until you leave the game. So okay, so you click on enemy, and you click on once, so just attack once. You have to keep clicking on them, and then the right mouse button does, like, you know, this molten strike that I have it set to, which is kind of a medium area of effect. So I'm still very much a melee character, and as you can see, I'm not taking a lot of damage. In fact, what damage I am taking, if you notice, just kind of regenerates real quickly. And I've intentionally built my character this way because I want a character that, again, has that regeneration. Okay, now you get items too. You can buy items traded for, you know, those stones or scrolls that you have. You can also find items too and sell them to get unique stuff. And the color of the item will depend on, you know, it will make different effects. Like, regular item that's gray is just a plain item. Magic items will have a blue. And I believe that one I just was given for some reason was orange. These goat shamans, goat people. It wasn't an item, but I think I picked it up. Let me see here. Yeah, gnarled branch staff, chainmail vest. What I have is better than any of that anyway, so I think we're good. Okay. All right. You do have a map. It is kind of hard to see on the overlay here. I do wish it was a little easier to see the map. And I believe that goes back to, let's see, the ledge. Yeah, that's the previous area. So I'm going to keep going forward. And again, this is basic, just kind of click to move. You can hold down the mouse button and just move it around. Yeah, see, this area of effects is pretty cool. And you just had a silver coin drop. I think 2 silver coins just dropped. Let me see, 1. Yeah, I got 2 silver coin drops. That's kind of unique. You don't usually get that often of a silver coin drop. I had cleared this initial area before, but when you leave the game and then come back to it, the enemies will come back. It would be kind of nice if you left the area and came back and enemies came back. It'd be a little nicer for leveling. Scroll of Wisdom, that's another currency piece. When you sell stuff, like regular items will give you like a wisdom scrap or scroll scrap base, I think it is. And yeah, let's do another thing here. A little ice attack there. And I'm not in any danger of... Oh, hello. Hello, let's try back off here. Oh yeah, you do also have potions too. So I can use a potion. Alright, let's put some earth-based, and wherever my mouse is, I can direct that earth attack to go somewhere else. You do have potions here, and your potions will automatically refill as you defeat enemies. So the more enemies you defeat, the more the more full your potions will be. And these waystone, these weathered carvings, the weathered carvings that tell stories of the lore behind here.
The black spirit infects living flesh and bone. The animals suffered first. Their bodies changed, their eyes filled with a hatred of mankind that is beyond instinct.
You can leave and it'll still continue.
Now it is we who must bend and bow like saplings before the sea-born gale. The firstborn of the kingdom of Kaun greeted us this day. The firstborn of the kingdom of Kaun was buried this day. Even our children are not spared the Black Spirit's touch. What have we done to enrage Rayclast? We look to Kaun. Our king will lay the spirit of this land at peace.
An amber amulet, so plus 24 to strength. Alright. That is a good find right there, I would say. One thing I will say is that you're not class limited to what kind of gear you can have. Let's see what's... Oh, so ground slam's getting close to leveling up, and lightning tendrils. I haven't shown you lightning tendrils. That's a pretty cool attack. Basically like just zapping. So you can zap these skeletons. Not sure what good electrocuting a skeleton does, but you know, apparently it kills these guys. And you see my mana going down, but then I stop and it comes up pretty quickly. So I can go use my ground pound and my molten strike, where these balls of molten rock come up. Now these magic attacks are good for these mobs. These mobs come and got this, you know, good AOE to them, and it helps to, you know, take those mobs out pretty quickly. That's basically all you do is you collect stuff, you sell it off. Rep mitts, I don't need those either.
Talamoana, warrior.
What? Someone just talked to me. Oh, hello. Iron Point the Forsaken. Alright, I'm gonna watch mine. Alright. There we go. Get rid of those guys. And if you watch my health regeneration is pretty wicked right there. It just jumps right back up. I don't have to really use a potion right now. Crazy goat people. Alright. This game is actually pretty cool. And for those of you who are fans of Diablo, and I've heard people say this is what Diablo 3 should have been, is this kind of a game. Whoa, I think that was just an explosion. That was crazy. Okay. What's this? Lionized Standard. Oh, this is kind of a new ground for me. What's this? There's no honor without sacrifice. Okay. Good to know. I think this marks where a battle was. A barrel. Ooh, anything good? Jade Hatchet. Not really better than what I have, but worth taking. Can sell it off. You do have limited inventory, so you can't carry a whole lot, so simple robe. Got it. Okay. So where am I going here? Oh, there we go. Haku. What is this? Cave of some nature. I'll have to come back and explore this. That must be a quest. Haku Armor Master. Okay, what's he got to say?
Yes, I call you warrior. Your eyes have already swept your surroundings, identifying threats and escape routes.
Yep, indeed.
There is anticipation in your stance, deadly focus in the easy ebb and tide of your breath. Yours is a heart that fights with every beat.
Oh, good. Okay.
I have need of a heart like that.
It's my heart. You can't have
In
it.
that haunted place there, a Karui's spirit awaits you. Lost he was, more than 2 centuries ago, fallen beyond battle. Bring him to me so that I might return him to his rightful place.
Oh, we got a new
It takes
quest.
a warrior to find a warrior.
So he was the one who was talking to me when I was fighting those skeletons earlier. Okay. So, into the haunted area and find the spirit, Karui spirit. This is our main quest right here. This is sort of our side quest. And we can do this whenever, so it's cool. But, anyway. So yeah, that is Path of Exile. I highly recommend you download it, play it, especially if you're a fan of Diablo, this sort of style of click. And I've played other games like this. I think one was Drakensang. I played that for a little while. Between the two, this is a far better game. Not that Drakensang is bad. I just think there's much more to this game. I don't know how many acts you have. I mean, I've seen up to Act 3, but I don't know if there's just an Act 2, you know, just 3, or if there's like a 4th act. I don't know. I don't know how long these acts are. I know there is a good amount of gameplay in here, and you can have fun. And if you get through, let's say, all the acts, there's hardcore mode. Oh, I gained a level. Okay, so yeah, give you an idea, that's basically what you gain a level, you have a point to allocate now, so... Okay, so... Reduced mana cost. We had health and mana regeneration. And I want to kind of scope ahead and see where I'm going with this. Okay, mana and reduced mana cost, alright. Oh, hello, I'm doing attack, hold on. Oh, here, use my electrical. Zap these guys. These guys are weak to this electrical attack, so... Seems to kill him pretty fast. Alright. So anyway, passive skill tree. There we go. Like, don't attack me while I'm trying to level up here. Yeah, I'll put a strength in there. Okay. You do also have, you can get refund points, which basically will refund the skill point from anything on here, and you can apply it elsewhere. Let's say you made a mistake, and you decided, oh, I didn't want to put that skill there anyways, and I've already applied it. You realize down the road that was a mistake, you can use a refund point, refund that skill, and then you can reallocate it. So anyway, so that's Path of Exile. Thanks for watching. Like I said, I'll leave a link for you to download this game. You can get it through Steam, or you can download it from the website. It's a fun game, especially if you're that Diablo fan. I can't say that enough. You are very much at home here if you like Diablo. And I think if this is the game that Diablo 3 was, a little grittier looking, then I think Diablo 3 would have been a better game. I mean, I have Diablo 3, I like it, but I think this really is a better... Scroll of Wisdom. I think this is really the better game to get. So, anyway, free download, microtransactions, but the microtransactions don't make up the game. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say on this. Excellent game, try it. Play it. I highly recommend it. I'm not being paid to recommend this game.
I am no beast of burden.
Yeah, I know, your inventory's full, okay. But I do recommend this game because I've played it, I like it, and I think it's a lot of fun. So, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, you know the whole thing. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter. I appreciate everyone who's watched this video. All my subscribers, thank you very much. We will see you next time. Bye now. Oh, this is new. This is new. Okay, good thing I started. It's like the Five Nights at Freddy's movie.